Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, we know there was a probability it could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyist or hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. Whether it was some crazy hobbyist that we can't imagine or whether it is Iran, and I think it very possibly could be, they should be shot down. We are not getting the full deal, and the military is on alert with this.
Look, you've given us some pretty dire information just here, and I want to make sure that our viewers are digesting this. Iran has the capability to pull up along our eastern seaboard and launch drones the size of an SUV into the skies of several states, particularly New Jersey, where we know the incoming president has a large home, also in the same county or nearby where some of these drones in New Jersey have been seen. That capability exists. It's possible some of those drones are here. So I have two questions. How are they fueling them? They have to land somewhere. Drones don't fly forever. Why don't they close down the airspace? Yes, it's inconvenient. Yes, it's the holidays. Shut it down. But if you start shooting things and you don't know how they're fueled, that's going to be mass explosions. This isn't like one spy balloon. Congressman, this is serious.
We've got to bring them down, and we've got to find a way to bring them down. I don't know exactly where they're landing. Obviously, I have some information, and again, this isn't just Jeff Van Drew. Let's get on Harris Faulkner's show and say something outrageous. I'm telling you the straight deal from very high positioned individuals who are telling me this. And the bottom line is they're launching them. They are across the country. We don't even have anything like this.
No.
Our government and also certainly our hobbyists don't. So think about it. It's not only do I have the information, but it's also common sense. We've got to get them down. We've got to determine how they function, what they do, make sure that we can get them, and you're right, in a safe way. When I say shoot them down, get them down any way that you can, but right now they're probably extracting information. This is a clear and present danger to the United States and to our president-elect, and it's a serious...
All right, Shalom. This is Horror One by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I begin, I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Ha-Rakah Kwadash, Ma'amaf. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Yeah, you heard it there yourself, man. You got this recent situation with, Syria and Assad. The fall of the Assad regime over there in Syria, pushing Iran into a corner, right? Seeking other ways to get at America and its allies in the West. Also seeking revenge, dealing with Trump. They even spotted these drones over the houses of FBI agents, man. You see that? Because this is all according to prophecy. Matter of fact, I'm going to get something real quick. This is Daniel 7 and 8. I considered the horns, all right, from out of Europe. And behold, all right, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. That's talking about America. Before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots, talking about France, Spain, and Britain. All right, through those, the battle of America's independence. That's what helped America gain its independence, its foothold and control over Florida, in the other parts of this United States after the 13 colonies. All right, it was the establishment of America. And behold, in this horn in America were eyes like the eyes of a man. That goes into what? Is agencies, FBI, CIA, right? Cameras everywhere. And a mouth speaking great things. So they also had a president. This is Revelation 16 and 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon. So out of England, out of Europe. This goes into their agencies, man. And they're unclean, they're wicked. Dealing with the military, FBI, CIA. It's all in the scriptures. All right. All these agencies were set up to establish power in America and also in the world for America. And out of the mouth of the beast, that goes into NATO, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. So out of the Roman Catholic Church, you get all these churches today and false doctrine. And from the dragon, you get their banking system. All right, from England. The mouth of the beast, you get NATO, which is over all the military and spy agencies that America has, right? For they are the spirit of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of the great day of Yahweh Almighty, man. All right, so people like Iran, China, Russia, being provoked into this war. Matter of fact, Isaiah 14 and 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming, man. Look at that. So they're meeting you at the doorsteps. Whatever nation this is that's controlling these alleged UFOs now, because the term UFO kind of doesn't fit the chariots anymore, because they used to call the chariots of Yahweh UFOs. Now they call them UAPs. And UFOs, drones can fall under the definition of UFOs, meaning unidentified. They don't know who it's from or what it is. An unidentified object. I mean, it's a noun, a thing, a thing in the air. But with the chariots, they saying they're unidentified aerial phenomena, meaning these chariots are doing things beyond physics, beyond human comprehension. All right. So when they say UFO, they're talking about drones, and they don't know who it's from. It's unidentified. They're getting tricky with the words, man. All right, so hell from beneath is moved for thee. So they're stirring up these nations like China and Iran. It stirreth up the dead for thee. All right, these heathen nations, they're the spiritually dead as well. Even all the chief ones of the earth, it have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. So they're trying to reach out from their home base and trying to find a way to, disrupt and ruffle the feathers of the big eagle, America. All right. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, right? The mirth of the land is going to be gone. All right. All the power and resources that America has are dwindling. And now they're able to send drones, and America has no response for it. So their response system is failing. Right? The coordination of America's leaders is falling apart. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee, man. Constant state of destruction, falling. All right. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? And that's initially talking about Esau, but also America. All right. So now, and they established all these agencies over here. Now you got the situation where Trump, when he was in office, he allegedly set up a lot of Iran's leaders to be, taken out. And they still want revenge for that. And they don't want Trump to get in office. And neither do some of these elites. So they're saying these drones are for Trump, allegedly, and certain agents. It's deep, man. This is Ezekiel 35:6. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh, power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So, man, it's deep, man. All right. So, Esau's becoming that Chase Row. Let me get this real quick. All right, let's read this article real quick. It says, lawmaker, that's who was speaking in that video in the beginning. Lawmaker reveals who is behind the mysterious drone swarm after the FBI claims they have no explanation. A mysterious drone invasion in New Jersey has sparked calls for a state of emergency, as officials suggested they are coming from, let me make sure this ain't, okay, coming from an Iranian mothership off the East Coast. Deep, man. All right. And that ship could be in the waters, too. Republican Rep. Jeff Van Drew said Wednesday that Iran launched the vessel probably about a month ago after making a deal with China to purchase drones, a mothership, and other technologies. China got a mothership? These drones should be shot down, he said, adding that the military is on full alert with this, man. So the military is on full alert. Look. Right, check this out. This is a video from China's air show that they had a few weeks back. I think it was called the Zhuhai Air Show, where they showed off, they displayed this an example of their mothership drones. All right, so I'm gonna play and get straight to the point.
More interesting is that the Chinese phrase printed above on the drone translates as the Beehive Mission Module, although it's been sort of mistranslated as the Isomerism Hive Module, which doesn't really make sense in this context. However, the word beehive points to the drone to be capable of launching smaller drones. Therefore, it's possibly a module, which doesn't really make sense in this context. However, the word beehive points to the drone to be capable of launching smaller drones. Therefore, it's possibly more than just a big drone. It might be a drone mothership capable of launching swarms of smaller drones, and each one of these can gather intelligence or even launch attacks. That's just my guess. And holy cow, look.
Right, interesting, right? And that drone was called the SSUV, titled the Beehive. It's deep, man. And you seen how tactical China can get with its drones at their drone shows, man, when they show them all in formation. All right, so All you gotta do is type in China's drone show, and you'll see what type of skills they have with those drones. All right. So they're sparking a state of emergency. It says these drones should be shot down. The lawmaker said, adding that the military is on full alert with this. This is Jeremiah 50 and 22. It says, a sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the earth, the whole earth, cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? So a sound of battle is in this land, man. You know, they're getting prepared for war. And the war is meeting Babylon at its doorstep. This is Jeremiah 51 and 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. See, they can have all the defenses that they want. The Most High has leveled up these nations so much to where they can get past any defense that America has. You know, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes, man. So the Most High got all the ambushes prepared to get around any of America's defenses. You know, for Yahweh have both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasure, thy end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness, right? Because America is surrounded by water, they thought themselves to be safe, just like ancient Egypt. But now, look, the Most High made a way for missiles to hit this place, drones to reach out, ships and submarines that can be sitting right outside on any coast of America at any moment. Drone motherships. So yeah, man, the Most High has a sound of battle in this land, and they're going to be forced into defending themselves, this place America, and seeking strength because of the enemy. Same way these other nations had to seek help and strength, like China, Iran had to seek help from China and Russia because they're being backed into a corner. We just did a lesson on that 2 weeks ago, 2nd Ezra 15. All right, Iran is being pushed into a situation where they're caused to move in haste and look for help from these other nations like China and Russia. Isaiah 30 and 13. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a wall, a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Okay, you can tell something building up. They said they're collecting information. You can't shoot them down, these drones, because they could have a payload on it, or however they're fueled could cause mass casualties below, wherever the shrapnel and debris falls, and fire. It can cause destruction in communities, because they said these drones are big as cars. Do I believe they're the chariots of the Most High? No. I think they're just what they said they are, unidentified flying objects, which are drones. Also, they can be classified as drones as well. So this is building up, and at the last moment, we're going to see the plans of these nations, what they're up to. Can't imagine. But then you got the smear campaign to where it says, however, the Pentagon rushed to claim there is no evidence the drones are the work of an adversary, and denied there's an Iranian mothership lurking off the coast. Now, this could be true, Could be some, they said, a hobbyist or somebody local that's doing some type of experiment with their drones. Or it could be Iran, because they did purchase mothership drones from China, allegedly. Pentagon Press Secretary Sabrina, it don't even matter because she's denying it. All right, concern about unexplained UFOs began in mid-November when car-sized, or they said small bus-sized drones appeared over the U.S. Army's Picatinny Arsenal in Rockaway and the President-elect Donald Trump's golf course in Bedminster. And also, they said a few FBI agents, these drones have been sitting over their houses, allegedly, showing that they know where they are. All right. So, yeah, man, this shit is causing a panic all over America right now. It says swarms of drones have been spotted in the skies of New Jersey for weeks now, sparking officials to call for a limited state of emergency. Look at that. Damn. All right, I'm going to end it here. Habakkuk 2:8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations. See, America has spoiled many nations. And all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, man. So all these nations are coming together to destroy this place. All right, China, Russia, Iran. Even if it's not their drones, this concept still is in place. They're all going to come together to bring Babylon down. And remember, China had those drones, what was it called? Those white balloons that they sent over here, drones to get information. And now you got these huge vehicular looking drones. Because of, it says what? Because of men's blood. See? Look what they did to Soleimani, all them people over there in Iran. For the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high. See, keeping America on top caused the other nations to want to bring it down. That he may be delivered from the power of evil. So they put hell on those Middle Eastern nations just to keep America's dollar dominance, keep their democracy, keep their foothold over there in the Middle East, going after resources over there, destroying their leaders, their leadership, putting in puppet leaders, ousting rulers like Bashar al-Assad, which they said was really ran out by Al-Qaeda, allegedly, which is ISIS and Al-Qaeda, which is sided allegedly with Israel and America. That's 2 Ezra 15. All right. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna end it there. So these nations are seeking to spoil this place.